Good morning. I want to tell you a story about a good friend of mine, Admiral Bull, who really moved me with this story. Jeff Fredrick, a war hero, had a love for flags. And every time he would go by a flag that was a little destroyed, a little distraught, or not quite in the shape it's supposed to be in, he would really get upset. This one time, there was this flag that was really beat up on this highway, and Jeff climbed all the way up, stopped on the highway, climbed all the way up, pulled his flag down, and then he framed it up and sent it to Admiral Bull. Now, Admiral Bull was doing a talk with all of his men, maybe as many as a few thousand men actually for this meeting. And he had this flag that Jeff Fredrick had framed up for him right behind him. And he was talking, and at the very end of the meeting, everyone wanted to know what this distressed flag that was framed up behind him was all about. And finally he said, "Gentlemen, hundreds of thousands of people drove by on this highway, this distressed flag, and no one chose to do anything about it. It's a shame that people drove by this distressed flag and did nothing about it. When I hang this distressed flag up here in our offices, I want to make sure that none of you are going to walk by our problems. That's not how I see this country being run, and that's not how I see things being run around here." And I respect Jeff Fredrick for climbing up that pole on a busy highway to take this distressed flag down and doing something about it. So my question to all of you is, are you walking and running by your problems, or are you doing something about it? So what I decided to do is I wanted to send Admiral Bull a gift. And I sent him a flag framed up with the '80 Olympic team, the Miracle Ice. And I sent this to Admiral Bull, and I also put a message in there. I said, I think there's nothing more important than running to your problems than away from your problems. But I also want your men, when they walk by this particular photo signed by the '80 Olympic team, a beautiful picture of the flag, I want them to also know that miracles can happen. The moral of the story is we should always respect the American flag 100%, 24/7. But also remember, it's important not to walk and run by your problems, but to stop and deal with them and run towards them.